My name is Jamie Ashton. I am a digital education, communications, and information architecture specialist, and I graduated in 2020, part of the COVID class of 2020 graduates. I chose the MET program because I had been teaching in a variety of environments. I had lectured at a university level, I had taught in K-12 classrooms, and I had a lot of questions about how we were using technology in these environments, and also more importantly, about the curriculums and assumptions we were working on about how education should work and how that should be in our 21st century environment. And whilst researching places where I could explore these a little bit further, I came across the MET program. Having been to UBC before, I knew it was one of my universities of choice, and after that, it was a bit of a no brainer to apply and see if I could get in. The program prepared me for this role in a couple of ways. I think most importantly, it broke out my understanding of what education is and where education would occur, from taking it from purely formal environments to looking at how digital education and the transference of ideas and knowledge can happen informally and in a range of different ways and environments. And that foundation of thinking really let me go from being a teacher to being an instructional designer who could look at multimedia and technology platforms and even things like marketing and communication and corporate training, all as opportunities for new ideas and new ways of doing things. And that's taken me really far. The MET degree impacted my current work in a number of ways. So I had worked in a lot of different fields. I'd had a very varied career playground, ranging from academia and research to lecturing and education to content creation and media productions. And I could see the links between all of these fields, but I didn't know how to formalize those on my own. At the time that I joined the MET program, I hadn't even heard of the role instructional designer or knew that there were specialists in digital education. And I had just been pulled towards those and curious about those areas for a really long time. And the MET degree gave me an opportunity to get a strong theoretical understanding of learning theories across all age groups. And then it gave me practical environments in which to apply those skills that were very, very similar to how we do it in the real world. It let me do online asynchronous collaboration with work teams. It let me do project-based work that allowed me to take educational theories and apply them to my specific areas of interest. And in doing that, let me build a skill set and a portfolio, and most importantly, confidence in a very, very interdisciplinary and intersectional area of work. So it encouraged me to take what I was drawn to, and it guided me and allowed me to formalize a lot of my skill sets into a very interesting job and role that I get to do today. My most valuable learnings from the MET program is that we need to be questioning what education is and how it works. One of my instructors used to say, if we looked at medicine 500 years ago and we look at medicine now, they would be unrecognizable to one another. If you took a doctor from the 1700s and placed them in a 21st century hospital, they wouldn't know what to do. It had completely evolved. The field had completely evolved. The same cannot be said about education. If you take a teacher from the 1700s and put them in a classroom today, they might need some new subject matter that they need to learn, but they could get by. And that shows that education has not developed alongside our technological innovations and along our societal learnings and alongside the new roles and environments that we have in the 21st century. And that there is a need to look at an educational shift and new educational paradigms that better prepare and empower people for the works and skill sets and societies that they participate in today. My biggest surprise from the MET program is that anything can be education, and that anything can be impactful education if you think about who the audience is and how you want to get that information to them. So suddenly the idea of learning was exploded outside of the walls of a classroom and the walls of a formalized learning environment into looking at where education happens and how education can happen through the technologies that we have available in our everyday spaces and across geography and time. The advice I would give prospective students or current students in the MET program is to embrace it. The thing I always say when people ask me about the MET program is that my only regret is that it ended. It is a extremely malleable, highly flexible and impactful program that if you take what it is offering you and start to adapt it to your interests and to your skill sets and and into your lives, you'll have an incredible time and insights and competencies that will take you far, far, far into any career you would want to pursue in the future. The MET program impacted my life in so many more ways than just my skills and my career. It gave me some incredible mentors and instructors that I learned from, and a community of peers and colleagues that I still stay in touch with and learn alongside and learn from to this day. It is an enriching and incredible environment that I was really, really honored to be part of, and am now really, really proud to call myself an MET alumni and to see the program continue to grow and continue to impact people's lives, even now, 20 years later. So thank you to everyone who was in the MET. It was a fabulous time, and I was really, really happy to be there.